NTV's Good Life shows off the good things happening right here in our own backyards. It's a local show featuring local artists. It's all about family, tradition, about working hard and playing harder. It's all local every weekday morning. Local features that revolve around your life. NTV's Good Life on NTV.
And good morning. It's great to have you with us on your spring day, shall we say. It is spring, so happy spring.
Yes.
Yes.
For another day.
For one more day, yes, until Mother Nature decides to kick it into gear.
Oh, look who's joining us today.
Mother Nature herself.
We're happy to have. We're very happy to have Tim Reith join us today because it's one of those Code Red days.
I never get to come on here when there's good news.
No,
No,
but
we're gonna have, we will. You know, that's true.
that is.
I never come on here when it's like, hey, it's 70 and wonderful.
Because you're home enjoying the weather at this time of the morning.
That's true. Usually this is my lunch break, so
Yes.
So
I
what's
push that back for you ladies. So
What's causing all the ruckus, Tim?
Yeah.
Another big storm coming in. I wanted to start off though because I've had several people ask me, bomb cyclone.
Yep.
Everybody's all worked up about it, and
Same.
rightly so. So let's start off with what that means because
Okay.
it's not a new term. It's been around forever.
And
It's
I didn't
just
know
that
this until-
recently it has become kind of mainstream, I guess you could say. What it means is that you've got an area of low pressure that is strengthening very quickly. It has to have its pressure drop 24 millibars in 24 hours
And
at least.
millibars,
That's just how you measure pressure.
Okay.
So it has to drop very quickly over a span of 24 hours. This one may not technically hit that criteria. It's going to be close. But really all it means is that we've got a low pressure system that is rapidly strengthening. You're going to get really strong winds because of how fast that pressure is dropping. And typically you're going to end up with a pretty good amount of precipitation. Now, this is our setup for later this afternoon.
It gives me a headache.
I know, there's a lot going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll start kind of where that frontal boundary is, just to the east of the low pressure system, because that's where we could see severe weather later today. But literally, this is one of those systems that we could have severe storms in the southeast while a blizzard is ongoing
Wow, that's
out in the sandhills.
And
Here's
what's
our
this?
Here's our avocado map.
There it is. Yes.
We'll make some guacamole. The areas in orange are an enhanced risk of severe weather, which is a 3 out of a 5
Wow.
on your threat level. So that's getting up there.
Yeah.
It is a threat of mainly large hail and damaging winds. Now, I will say this, very isolated storms. This doesn't look to be a widespread severe weather event.
What time?
We're looking anytime after 3, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
We could see these develop. Now, again, mainly large hail, damaging winds. An isolated tornado would not be out of the question.
Ooh.
Problem with that is we don't have a lot of moisture. Dew points are actually pretty low. If dew points were elevated, if they were higher, we would have a much better chance of tornadoes. So it's not out of the question. It's just that maybe we could see a little bit. And then you got this nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your blizzard warning that
Zigzag
starts
puzzle.
late this afternoon and runs all the way through tonight and tomorrow night.
Wow.
Because it's going to be a mess. Now, one of the issues that I have with this forecast, I have a lot of issues actually, just one, the fact
But
that
the
it's going to
forecast
snow.
is the one.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we have to talk, any snow after March 1st, done.
Exactly.
But it's the shaded in pink here, O'Neill to North Platte. We're going to have this transitional zone where it could be sleet and freezing rain, and there could be a decent amount of ice in some areas,
yeah.
maybe 2/10 of an inch, I think.
Which doesn't sound like a lot,
Yeah,
but
it
when you
doesn't
drive
sound like
on
a
it,
lot
yeah.
until you drive on it, until you throw in 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah.
I do think we have to be concerned about power outages because of the ice. Snow totals,
That's crazy.
you get up there around Ainsworth, 10 to 18 inches easily looks attainable right now.
But that's gonna
I wouldn't
melt
be
fast.
shocked
Do you think
if
it'll melt fast?
It will eventually,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be shocked if some places end up over 20 inches, to be honest. Then the ice. Now, I think these numbers are too high. Lexington, 4/10 of an inch of ice. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is an incredible amount of ice. But these areas, again, you get 1/10 of an inch of ice, 1/1500ths of an inch of ice. You got power concerns because of how strong the winds are. I really want to stress that, and I've said this all morning, this is one of those storms that when you start to see it switch over to the wintry side of things, you need to already be in place and just stay put, because
Okay.
you're not going to want to travel out in this.
Wow.
Winds are going to be 50 to 60 at times, so even a little bit of snow with that means
Yeah.
you're going to not be able to see anything.
Yeah.
So it's a sharp cutoff with snow to the southeast. You know, Kearney, for instance, I wouldn't be shocked if they're only around, you know, maybe 3 to 5, 3 to 6 in that range. But it's going to have a 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gust with it, so it doesn't really matter, is what I'm trying to get at. So further west, northwest you go, the heavier the snow ends up. But anywhere from the Tri-Cities westward, it's going to be a big headache.
So for those in the Tri-Cities, what time is it going to be hit? I mean, what time can we expect that ice, that rain to ice to snow?
We should transition sometime overnight. I would say midnight or after is probably where we start to see that change over. And that's always the big question mark there, is that how quickly do we change over, because it has such a big impact. But I would say by tomorrow morning, you know, around the Tri-Cities, it's going to be ongoing. It's going to be full.
Wow.
Blizzard scenario in many areas, so already be thinking ahead. We're gonna have a lot of school closings and stuff like that.
I think Jeremiah's track meet is canceled for tomorrow.
Well, if you're running with the wind,
Well, there you go. Pole vaulters
You
might
might.
like it.
pole vaulters might clear everything, but if you're running with the wind, you're setting track,
best
you land
meet
speed
ever.
records. But no, it's a good idea.
everything's
This is a big
canceled.
one, and it's, you know, take it serious, be prepared. Like I said, once it starts with that wintry mess, just stay put. It'll be best for
Good
everybody.
advice, good advice. And be watching Tim at noon. He'll
Keep you updated.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Tim.
That was very good to see.
We thought we were
pretty
done.
colors on the map.
We thought we were done,
Thanks,
but
Tim.
anyway, we'll deal things. Tim.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
it's
so
been
we
fun.
have to celebrate something.
Yes.
Today is National Siblings Day, and if we can show some of the and you might as well just stay here because
Yes, because you
Kelsey,
know
can we show
I
some of
do.
these
I do,
pictures on
actually.
Sibling Day? Okay, well this is
Well, look at this nonsense.
this is me and my beautiful sisters. Aunt Renee is on the left, and Janet's on the right.
There you go. And then I have a couple. There's my two brothers. There's Richard on the left and my sweet brother Gary. There's
Who's in the middle?
and that's me in the middle with my little hat.
hat.
Yeah. And
That
that's
was
my sweet brother
amazing.
Gary. He would have been 60-something today. There he is.
Great
Love you,
picture.
Gary.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll
yeah.
just scroll. Can we kind of scroll down this just a little bit?
Yeah, because we got
guys are getting
siblings from
awfully
everywhere.
demanding.
Thank
Yeah,
you
I
guys
know.
for posting.
Awfully demanding.
Yeah.
But you guys can go to our Facebook page and see all these people who posted their
And,
sibling pictures.
You know, we should make those our pictures on Friday too. So keep
Yeah.
sending them. I mean, just because it's a day doesn't mean you can't celebrate your siblings.
But there's
all
one in
week.
particular we want to find. Is it? And it's
Yeah,
on here,
it's-
right?
it's-
If you keep
Oh,
going,
that's
we'll
Apparently,
see.
just keep going. Just keep going.
Oh, look at all those.
Look at you guys posting everything.
There's nothing better than family.
Yeah, we'll have to. We can go through some of these.
Oh, keep
too.
going. It's down
There
right
it
about
is.
There, right there. Look,
Tim.
Who is that?
All right. Front and center in the wheelchair is my Aunt Linda.
Hi, Aunt Linda.
On the right is my mother, Barb.
Hi,
On the
Mom.
left is my Aunt Karen.
Hi, Karen, Auntie Karen. Look at that. That's
You're
so
blessed.
sweet.
I am.
You are
Is
so
a
blessed.
great picture of all three
That
of
is.
them.
Yep.
It's a really
They've
nice
always been very close. So.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, we have got a great show coming up today on NTV's Good Life.
Yeah, we're going to blow away some of these winter blues with some spring colors because Elyria Gardens is in the house and we are talking flowers, colors of all kinds.
And she always likes to show us how to eat right, cook healthy. Shannon Frank's going to make a recipe that is going to be on Carol's table, probably coming up this weekend. That and more coming up on NTV's Good Life.